Stronger when it comes to ski jumping. Let's see what he can do. Narita is our leader at the moment as you join us. That's a decent jump for him. 89 meters. Up for third place for Muller. Still Narita who leads from Yurikomvalinka, but we've got a long way to go. Soroyachi is next up, the man from the Japan Airlines Club. 90th World Cup start. Oh, and that's a good jump. That's a decent jump. 93 meters.
What a jump that was, yeah. Clap your hands, I'm clapping as well. A lovely takeoff, lovely flight position there. And yeah, the Japanese, they do like their ski jumping, don't they? They know they're a bit weaker on the cross-country skis, but this is why the mass start event of the Nordic Combined is so great.
Into first place for the veteran of what, 6-7 seasons now. And his compatriot next up, Shogo Azagami. Nice jump. He's 24 years of age, but only his second season in Nordic Combined. 89.5 meters.
These Japanese athletes, they are really showing what they can do. They don't go home often. They do travel around Europe a lot during the winter season, and they are in Ramsau quite a bit. I do know that for a fact, and they are definitely showing us that they like this hill. Third place for him. So we've got Japanese 1, 2, 3.
We are going to change the gate. We're a lot further down than the women were, for obvious reasons, and there'll be gate compensation as a result. Paul Walcher didn't have a great cross country. He is in the top 10 in the rankings, had a 5th place in Trondheim. Oh, just about kept it on track. It was a good jump, 95 meters, and he held on to it.
Yeah, well, I think we can all speak English and understand what he just said then. A great jump from Paul Walcher, and yeah, he struggled a bit today on the cross-country skis. And should hopefully take him into the lead. I don't want to say too much because that was a bit of a wobble on that landing. He didn't touch the snow. If he were to touch the snow before that line there, it would be a crash according to the judges. And you would get a lot of points taken off.
Yeah, it's enough to go into first place. I mean, the strength of the man. He was more or less scraping the snow, but managed not to do that and bring himself back up again. Excellent from Paul Walcher of Austria. Now Christian Duschel. Well, he would have watched that. He would be hoping for a little better in terms of landing. That's not bad at all. Shy of the mark of Walcher. It's 87.5 meters, but a nice jump.
It's always hard seeing an athlete jump 95, and then the next one jumps 87.5, which is still quite far on this hill. And a lovely jump there from Duschel from Austria, coming back into the World Cup after fighting his way back to get the qualification place.
Started in 2018 and then seriously in 2021. It's been an on and off career really for him. Lucas Dulazal of Czechia at the top of the in-run. That's all right as well. We're getting some very steady jumps at the moment. 86 meters for the man from Czechia.
lovely stable jump, a nice takeoff, a very wide ski positioning in the air. Every single athlete does have their own style. Went in for that telemark landing though. He knows that that's so important. On every single jump, every single point counts.
His first World Cup appearance and did well. He got a podium place in the Continental Cup in Ruka earlier in the season. Anyway, let's move on to a veteran in Simon Mack of Germany. He's so good, isn't he? He's so good.
He did have a crash on the cross-country skis earlier on. Obviously did not hurt anything. Bit of a wobble on the landing gear on the ski jumping hill though, but rescued it like he rescued his race earlier on today. Lovely flight position and into that telemark with a wobble. Ramsau is known for its hard and icy and bumpy landing zone.
Japan's Yoshito Watabe is next. Look at that point difference he's got to make up. I mean, it's not going to happen, but can he, the veteran of so many years, put in a spectacular jump here. Oh, that left arm was doing a lot of work, a lot of the heavy lifting in that jump. It's 82 meters. Just for a moment, it looked like it was about to go horribly wrong, but he got down.
It was doing something. I don't know what he was doing there. He definitely had some issues in the air. A bit unusual for the arm to go in front of the body. For the arm to be behind the body and waving isn't normal, but we do see that quite often. But he rescued that jump very well. Oh yeah, his coach. Oof, yeah. That's basically what I was just looking like. Wasn't quite sure what was happening there.
Into the top 10 he goes. Oh yeah, everything crossed there, I think. Now then, Nicholas Malatinsky of the United States next up. That's not a bad jump either. 86 meters from the Steamboat Springs man. Yeah, replaying it already in his mind. Didn't feel as stable, I think, in his mind as he wanted it to be.
No, it was quite stable though. Sometimes the tiniest niggle of the ski feels so much for an athlete or the athlete in the air, and we didn't really see any niggle there with the skis. Wind is very good, very fair today, so we should be seeing a very good and calm competition.
Eric Lynch, another United States competitor from the same club as well. Down a little bit earlier than he would have wanted to. A little less strong on this part of Nordic Combined.
It's great to see him though, slowly creeping up to the top 10. Bit of a struggle on the ski jumping hill. Should have been a bit more aggressive, not getting that flight positioning like he would like to have. But all in all, solid jump.
Solid. Not spectacular. Paul Vulture is still there. I think he knows it may not be forever. Bit extra noise at the bottom for Florian Kolb of Austria. That's nice. He's been solid without being spectacular so far this season. 14th in the World Cup standings. 90 metres. Little polite round of applause for himself.
Yes, I'm giving a round of applause as well. And get this Austrian athlete a head sponsor. He's had a top 10 in the World Cup this season. And yeah, very solid jump going to that telemark landing. And yeah, Paul Wojcik and Florian Kolb, they're some of the youngsters in the Austrians.
Yeah, 24 years of age, and into second place he goes. Austria 1 and 2 at the moment. What can this man do to break that stranglehold? Kodai Kimura of Japan. Another Japanese veteran of what now, 83 World Cups, but he will have had better jumps, I think it's probably fair to say, than that. 74.5 metres.
Yeah, that was a bit of a trouble there on that takeoff. Tiniest bit late, and that would have costed him hit those extra 5 to 10 metres, which he would have needed to be up there on top.
Austria 1 and 2. At the moment, we have a stranglehold on this competition at the moment. What can Carter Brubaker do? No, it's a nice solid jump, but it's not the distance he would have wanted. The 22-year-old, scrub that, he's 22 in 2 days' time. The 20-year-old.
It's great to see the American athletes just creeping up step by step, competition by competition. They're coming, and it's great with their cooperation with the Norwegian team. The results are showing, they really are, and it should be a big motivation for the whole Americans.
Here's a man from the Flying Eagles club, Ben Loomis. Over 100 starts now in the World Cup, a real veteran. And he lands a very decent jump, just making it onto the 80-metre mark.
Yeah, like I just said, we're seeing some big improvement from these American athletes. Great jump, great style, bit of a wobble over the first few metres, but he corrected that nicely, getting the hands back by the side and going into the landing. It'll be an interesting season for the Americans, I reckon, Richard.
Lucky 13 for him, luckier than last season when he was disqualified. Luckier for Paul Volcher at the moment. Dmitry Mazurchuk of Ukraine next to go from the Dynamo club. A little unbalanced from the start. It's modest. It's 68.5 metres.
This is what we tend to see in the mass start, where we have the stronger cross-country skiers, which come a bit later. Like the young Ukraine athlete who does still trying to find his jumping for this season. But still very solid, very good in first place.
Gasavreschel of Slovenia next at the top of the in-run. On his 80th World Cup appearance, still looking for that elusive first podium. Seem to have some good speed through the air, and decent, if not spectacular, 83.5 metres.
A good in-run speed. I'm just looking at the in-run speed. 88.6 is the fastest we've had down the in-run. Waxing isn't as important on the cross-country skis, but on the ski jumping skis. Solid jump from Slovenian athlete, sorry. Preparing of the ski jumping skis is so important. Every kilometre an hour is crucial.
Absolutely. Got to do something with it, of course. What can Marco Hyenes do with his jump? Oh, he can do a lot with it. Thank you very much. Over 90 metres. 90.5. Judges like it as well. 17s.
The judges do like that. And the French athlete did get a top 10 in Ruka, I believe. So, yeah, French team is also ready to fight. And they're here in this season. A lovely jump, very stable, and going into that telemark landing from Hyenes. Also an athlete which is just getting experience, competition by competition.
Yep, he got a ninth place in the Gundersen, which is what we've got tomorrow, of course, and he goes into first place. Austria now knocked down a second and a third. What can you do? What can you do, Paul? Nothing, mate, nothing. Just move on. Mel Tirode. from the Ski Club Le Forge. That's another nice jump. Very tidy indeed. And, well, 85.5 is very respectable.
Very good and stable jump. Judges 16, 15 and a half. Yeah, I think that's very fair and a good takeoff into that good flight position and a good stable jump. Very consistent in the provisional competition round as well. I think he can be very happy with the competition he's had today. 4th place, and he's got tomorrow in the Gundersen, so he can really show us what he has got.
Yeah, he's 5 years of age, but he's still a fairly fresh face on the World Cup circuit. Anyway, somebody who's a bit more experience. This is Herman Happonen of Finland. You feel he could have gone a bit further there. I think he feels it as well. 81.5 meters.
I think he feels it as to, like you just mentioned, bit of a wobble after the takeoff over the first few meters of the hill there. Just not quite sure where he wants to go. Bit of a wonkiness, not quite straight with the upper body. A solid jump.
Word of the day, wonkiness. It describes it perfectly. They're a bit wonky in the pushchair as well, but enjoying themselves, I'm sure. Carers certainly are. They'll be hoping for good things from Franz Josef Rehel. Oh, and it's good stuff, isn't it? We know he can jump. He is so good. The man who's 3rd in the rankings. 2 podiums last time out in Norway. 92.5 meters.
Do just wonder if he was a bit late on that takeoff. We will see it in the slow motion. He would have probably wanted to jump a bit further. He jumped 94.5 meters in the provisional competition round, but a very stable and nice jump.
Such a nice guy. Smile always. He'll be happy with that for sure. And the question is, how long can he hang on to that lead? And Vitral, perhaps not one to challenge him. Less strong on the jumps. Not a bad jump though. Not a bad jump from the man from Czechia. 85.5 meters.
Not a bad jump at all. A slight problem on that takeoff. We have seen this before. Obviously hasn't quite got it away. His adjustment just after the takeoff, a tiny bit late on that takeoff, and then he does have to adjust with his upper body. He's not quite sure what he's doing, but then he gets into the flight position and then he lands it. But definitely something he'll go away and work on.
Yeah, 32nd in the rankings at the moment, best so far in his World Cup career, and 5th is okay without being spectacular. Mazachuk. There are very specific measurements. It sounds a bit specific to say the crotch area, but that is where, if you're just stretching a little bit too far, you can get a bit extra advantage. Anyway, here's Ryoto Yamamoto, who jumps well. 85 meters. Man from Nagano. Judges didn't mind it either.
Just looking at the judges definitely like that, 16.5, and I think that's very fair to say. Lovely flight positioning straight away from the beginning. No adjustments like we've been seeing on the last few athletes. That's quite fair, I would say.
Into 4th he goes. Austria 1st and 3rd and 5th. Good for the home fans. Good for Franz Josef Rehel, the veteran, having a good season so far. Espen Andersen having an average season so far. That wasn't an average jump, that looked really nice. 86 meters. Seemed very calm and collected in flight, and judges also liking it.
Yeah, I was just going to say he has been struggling with the jumping this season, hasn't he? Just trying to find his jumping form for this winter season. He's definitely found it, definitely definitely getting better with 86 metres, finding that nice pressure to explode off the end of that table on the in run.
Christmas tree is out. Last event, of course, this weekend before we take the break. Andreas Grufferer of Austria is next. Oh, it's a good jump. It's a really good jump. 88 metres for the youngster, the 19-year-old in his fourth World Cup start.
Great to see. Great to see. He had an amazing season last year and the Junior World Championships as well. His name was mentioned so many times there, and he definitely deserved his place on the World Cup team here in Ramsau, showing us what he can get, what he's got, and getting experience.
Third at the moment. He had a podium, a third place in the Continental Cup in Ruka, middle of the month. So he's certainly one to watch. Raffaele Buschi, we know a little bit more about. This is 122nd event in the World Cup. Not the best, perhaps, jump he'll ever have. 75.5 metres, puts him well down.
Oh, the Italians, they're a nation, aren't they? They really are. On the cross-country skis, they are there, up in the top 5, top 10. And on the ski jumping hill, you just wish and you hope that they would just jump those extra 10 metres so they can really be up there. Because they're hard-working men, aren't they? And women, of course.
Here's a hard-working man who can relax for the time being next to the Christmas tree in the winners' enclosure. Heading towards the last few. Oh, just about kept it upright on the landing. Gaël Blondeau of France, 83 metres. Judges marking him down, perhaps for that little flap at the end.
The judges would mark him down for that, well, quite a big wobble at the end. It is so important that the telling mark is held all the way to the bottom line. Today is with, well, little Christmas tree sticks, which is so important because if you do, well, crash or put your hand or your bottom in the snow, it does count as a crash. Anything after that line doesn't matter, but you do get marked down like he did, which is a shame because that was quite a good solid jump for the Frenchman.
Demac of Germany is next up. Just outside the top 10 at the moment in the championship. That might just help his World Cup cause. 90.5 metres. That is very nice. You have a points advantage already over Rail after the cross country. Will it be enough to put him into the first place?
17.5 through the bank from the judges, and that was a picturesque book, as I like to say. And I do think it should be a rule that one athlete in men and women Nordic combined have to have a pink helmet because, yeah, very nice helmet, lovely jump, lovely telling mark, but not enough for the lead.
Nah, Franz-Josef Rail and the Austrians here will be happy. They're still in first place. Edgar Valle next up from France. That's a decent jump from Valle, 84 metres. 25-year-old, always there or thereabouts, isn't he? But yet really to start competing at the sharp end.
Yeah, he is always there and thereabouts, but the season is young. And yeah, the Americans and the French athletes are really starting to knock on the doors this season. So I don't think it will be too long until we see them fighting for the podium positionings.
Here's a man who'll be looking to just gain a few places after the cross country. He's a good jumper, Laurent Mulathala. That's a decent jump. Not quite 90 metres, but a solid 89.
Very solid jump, and he had a very solid landing. And we'll see it in the slow motion in a second, but that landing, judges 16, 17 and a half, a bit harsh I would say. Lovely hands by the side of his body in that flight positioning, and then he sticks that telly mark. 1 foot in front of the other is so important.
Where will he be? Third is the answer. France third and fourth. Muthar and Highness at the moment. We've still got quite a few to go. Next of which is Richard Stenzel. Lovely jump. Really nice jump. 92 metres. Nice judges' marks as well.
What height he got off that takeoff. Big pressure, big good takeoff. Correctly on time. Not too early, not too late. And then he soars all the way down to 92 metres.
Stable, wasn't it? Just really very nice indeed from Richard Stenzel. And where will it place him? First is the answer. The noisy neighbours have upset the Austrians and gone into first place. Vidrovnik of Slovenia next. Seen that stable, but he got good distance. 86 metres.
He was fighting for every single metre there on that jump. He really wanted to get down. He knows what he would have to jump. He knows that he has to be around that 90 metres there or thereabouts. Bit of a wobble off the takeoff over the first few metres, which would have costed him those few metres, which probably would have been crucial to be in those top 3 places.
Fifth. Little shrug of the shoulders from the Slovenian. Jon and Strom. Next up. Oh, and again, not the first athlete to drift a little bit to the right and struggle as a result, but 85 metres is solid.
Yeah, he very good performance in Trondheim, where he got to start in the World Cup, and he's got taken to Austria, which was great to see. So Norwegians are definitely happy with him. With a big wobble at the end, the judges would have marked him down for that. Not too badly though, 15.5, 16, so not too bad. Oh, the coach isn't so happy, is he?
Well, they're looking for a new king, aren't they, after Jarl Magnus Riva's retirement. Strom, not his day, down into 8th at the moment. Martin Fritz of Austria next up, having a good season, inside the top 10 at the moment. And that is very nice indeed. Over the 90 metre mark, steady as she goes. Good from the judges, 91.5 metres.
What a jump that was. He's always been thereabouts, hasn't he, this season? Always been knocking on the door at top 10, but maybe he'll get maybe top 5. Lovely takeoff straight away into that beautiful flight position, which we used to see from the Austrians, into that aggressive positioning and into the telemark landing. Just getting the arms back up. And their fans are happy, friends and family around.
13th season for him on the World Cup circuit, and into first he goes. Perhaps it's going to be a lucky 13. Jens Kvarme of Norway next to go. Well, that's a little short of where he wanted to go. 84 metres is too modest, really, given where he is.
Yeah,
the cross-country.
The cross-country skiing points will definitely help him out. This is a classic athlete who is very strong on the cross-country skis, but it's finding it a bit hard on the ski jumping hill. But there is another day tomorrow, the Gundersen, as we have mentioned, but another young athlete who has to get experience, and that is great to see that they took him to Ramsau, brought him to Austria. 6th place for him though.
Down we go. again as we get towards the sharp end of this competition, and possibly because we have Alessandro Pitan next of Italy, actually much stronger cross country, but we'll see what he can do here. This is the beauty of the mass start competition. Nowhere near where you'd like to be, not even in the 80s. 77.5 metres.
Not where he would want to be, but we've said it before, the Italians are so strong on the cross-country skis and just finding it a bit hard on the ski jumping hill. Quite wonky in the tuck position. Nice movement on the takeoff there. I am quite surprised that they did go down a gate to gate 18. The wind stayed the same, and there aren't any jumpers so soon, which will be jumping very far. But maybe Weber will prove me wrong.
Well, yeah, 24, almost 25 points of compensation, but didn't do too much, did it? Weber next up from Germany. Not quite by that green line. The man who has one World Cup victory to his name. 80 metres is not going to be enough to get him on the podium this time around.
No, it's not going to be enough. I am still just questioning why they did decide to go down with the gates. I mean, some of the athletes which are coming up did jump over the 90-metre mark, but we've seen some jumps previously in the women's competition over 95, which was no problem.
Well, we've got Thomas Rettenegger coming up, which may be, but perhaps they've just done it a little early. Christian Ilves is next up. And he's had an okay start, had a fourth in the opener of this season. And that's an okay jump as well, 86 metres for him. A longer jump with his points advantage. We'll see him sail into first. We'll just have to sit and wait and see where he comes out here.
Yeah, solid jump from Ilves. Definitely someone who wants to be on that podium. He said it on the FIS talk, didn't he, in Trondheim? So yeah, watch out for him. But anyone who's wondering why they would go down with the gate, you go down with the gates to have less speed. Go up with the gates, you have more speed, and then you can jump further. Go down with the gates, you have less speed, and so they basically don't want the athlete jumping too far because they could get injured.
Fabio Obermeier of Austria. Again, short of where he wanted to be, 81 metres. The skis are wobbling around a little bit there. And that won't be enough to bother Martin Fritz's compatriot, I'm sure.
No, I don't think it will. A very solid jump from Obermeier. Great to see him back in the World Cup. We do know what he's capable of. Had a great season last year. Had to have an operation at the beginning of the season, so just a little bit of a later season start for him, but 10th place.
I think the noise may go up a little bit from the Thomas Rettenegger fan club and everyone else here. We know what he can do when he jumps. He's put himself there or thereabouts. Oh, well, the crowd knew from the moment he came off the table. They knew, they were cheering. He certainly knows. 96 metres, fabulous.
And what a jump that was, 96.5 metres, an absolute picturesque jump. We've just seen from Rettenegger, and he will be so delighted with that at home with his fans, straight away with the upper body between his skis. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'd love to see the shot off the coaches, because I can guarantee you they will be jumping up and down.
That was wonderful. 18.5 from the judges. They very much liked it. That's really in the upper of what they normally give. And into first place by quite some distance. 20 points more or less. His cushion over Martin Fritz. What can Lucas Kriederer do? No, it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough, I'm sure. Just waiting for confirmation of the distance.
A lot of ripping with the arms there. He would have wanted to make sure he had the arms by his side on that takeoff. Did get a Continental Cup win the other day in Ruka, so another day tomorrow for him. So he shouldn't let that get him down. I'm just looking at the time gaps. If this were to be like a Gundersen, and Rettenegger would have 1 minute 20 lead over Fritz, and that's amazing, isn't it?
Oh, it would be a country mile, but as we know, not so strong cross-country wise. Thomas Rettenegger, brother still to come, of course. Geiger in the mix as well.
I do think we might just have a bit of a technical problem. We still don't know exactly how far Greiderer has jumped, so it might just there you go, 84 meters for Greiderer from Austria. So we should then see Norwegian athlete off to Bro.
Yeah, we're very much reliant on the technology, and the technology, more often than not, is absolutely fine. He's a happy bunny, isn't he? That was the sort of jump you drop off into your dreams with, just thinking about. Current leader, can he get his second World Cup win? And 2 in a month, a bit like buses, you wait so long and then they just start to happen. There's a lot of athletes coming.
Great to see so many athletes on the start. I mean, we've got 60 athletes. I mean, that's great, isn't it?
It's a lovely view, looking straight on. Just stable, nice landing.
I do just want to point out, he jumped 96 meters then. He did jump 99.5 meters in the provisional competition round. I mean, that looks so far. You wouldn't think he would be able to jump any further.
Yeah, out jumping the hill. It's always something, isn't it? 98 meters the hill. I love their little placards. Right, just 10 points behind the leader, Einar Luris Oftebro of Norway. Steady, but it's short. How short it is, not entirely sure. Our timing systems are just playing about a little bit.
82 meters. A bit of a wobble. They're all going so aggressively off that takeoff. And if you are too aggressive, then you are a bit unstable in the flight, and that will cause you a bit. But today's another day. Tick in the box.
Yeah, he certainly skied very well. That codpiece cowbell is ringing, because here is the man who tops the World Cup rankings. 3 wins for him so far this season. He's there or thereabouts, but I think a little short of the mark he needed to overhaul his compatriot.
He definitely is there or thereabouts. 93 meters. Also a bit of a wobble, bit of a trouble after that takeoff. We know Johannes's flight positioning, very aggressive straight away into that beautiful flight positioning. Upper body down, arms by his side, and going in for the telemark landing. But will it be enough?
Well, Thomas Rettenegger is the man who's in possession. Let's just see where that'll put him. Second for our World Cup leader, and a former champion, of course. We talked about the Italians skiing across country so well, and that's why Samuel Costa has had to wait so long for his go. And he's jumped really well. That's really nice from Samuel Costa.
What fun about that for the Italian. 86.5 metres. We're both getting so excited. Like he's just jumped over 90, but we're getting excited because it's great to see Costa just prove to us that the Italians can jump so well on the ski jumping hill. We know they have a bit of trouble, but a very nice and solid jump. Great to see.
Yeah, into 6th he goes. Costa's best so far has been 19th, so he's going to be better than that for sure. Wendlin Tannheimer, next up from Germany. He certainly can jump. But not long enough, and very nearly lost it on the landing. 90.5, still good, but not going to be good enough.
A bit of a wobble on that landing. Judges didn't see that, I don't think. Good takeoff. A nice flight position there. Just not having that explosiveness. Still, 90.5 metres. Yeah, that's that wobble very well held.
Tannheimer goes into 4th. Thomas Rettenegger certainly can hear the announcer, can't he? He's happy there. This is how it looks at the moment. Rettenegger, the blue bib holder. Lampeter, the overall yellow bib holder. Fritz Tannheimer. And then we get to those for whom it's not been the best of days necessarily, like Aina Lurasovdebro. We still have 10 to go. Nicholas Malachinsky inside the top 30 at the moment. The Japanese have not had the best of days.
It's the funny thing with the mass start, isn't it? The athletes who are really good and strong on the cross-country skis and not so good on the jumps, well, kind of fall back a few places. But tomorrow is the Gundersen 10 kilometres, so they jump before and then they rest up and then they go again and go on the brutal cross-country course for 4 laps. So the likings like Nicholas Malachinsky, who we do know is a very good and strong cross-country skier, might be able to do a bit better tomorrow.
So 10 to go, and the first of those with the man in 2nd place in the championships, Julian Schmidt. Eero Hirvonen skied so well. Riesdek, well, you never write the old fox off, do you? Skoglund, perhaps not so much in there. Which Skoglund do you fancy out of Alexander and Andreas? Kostner, another Italian who skied so well, probably not in contention for a podium place. Geiger, back from injury, our reigning World Cup champion, certainly fancies his chances. Herrela, always good on the jumps. Stefan Rettenegger and Jens Luris Oftebro, the last 2 to go. Will it still be Thomas Rettenegger in what, about 15 minutes time? Here comes Schmidt. It's not quite where he wants to be for Schmidt. 3 podiums, but not a first place so far this season.
He's definitely going to want to be on that podium, but I do not think it will be enough today. A good flight positioning into that telemark landing there. Bit of a problem on the landing. 91 metres. Not quite enough.
Couple of top 10 finishes for the 19-year-old Eero Hirvonen. Will this be another one? He's put in a solid jump there. The green line not breached, not the 90-metre mark either. 86.5 metres.
Yeah, he didn't quite reach that mark. He was a bit late on the takeoff. And when you are late on that takeoff, you are basically jumping into nowhere. You have no table, you have nothing beneath your skis, and then that will, well, you won't be able to jump those 5 to 10 metres further than you would like to. And it's a timing, it's a split second. And that's something you then do train with your coach. But tomorrow's the next day, new day.
Well, 3rd is not bad. It will probably be his highest of the season, so you can't complain about that. Johannes Riestek, the man who can ski on the thin skis, as you can see with the red bib. Question is, can he pull out a jump here that's going to surprise us all? Oh, hang on a second. Not yet is the answer.
No, not yet. I am just trying to figure out what is going on. Have we got a technical problem? Because the wind is very slow. The wind is in the corridor, so we shouldn't have any problems there.
A bit of discombobulation in the coach's podium. Chance to catch up and have a gossip down at the bottom. Their job is done for today.
I do wonder if we are just waiting on the technical side of the competition. I mean, technology's great, isn't it? But if there is something wrong with it or it's not working as it should, then it is quite annoying.
Well, Riestek's such a wonderful presence on the World Cup calendar for such a long time. First made his debut back in 2009. The champion in 2017. I can't think it's the wind. It's not moving around too much, is it?
No, it's not. He's obviously hungry. Every single shot, he's got something in his mouth, hasn't he?
He's a grazer. He's a grazer.
Here we go.
All right. Just 7.4 his disadvantage to the leaders. Off the Bro and Stefan Rettenegger, of course, still to come. Here comes the German. It's a nice jump. Not what he would have wanted for a victory. 89.5 metres.
Maybe a few metres short there. It's never easy to wait at the top, go on and off that gate, and then to stay cool. A bit late on that takeoff there, which would have costed him those 5 metres, 4 metres even, which he would have needed to take the lead.
Nothing wrong with the jump, just not long enough. The coach knows it. No, you don't want one of those from your coach, do you?
You don't, and it's never easy to go on and off that gate. Like I just said, you have to stay calm, you have to stay focused, but some people can't do that. And then you're like, okay, why is it like this? Why can't I jump? It is so important to stay focused, and that's the other part of ski jumping. It's not just ski jumping and cross-country skiing and Nordic Combined, it's also all the training besides that.
Well, it's interesting, this mass start, there's a few to come, or not that strong on the ski jumping part of it. So Thomas Rettenegger might start getting a bit more worried when the likes of Ilke Herrela, Stefan Rettenegger, his brother, are around. Good balance. Good balance. He must be a ski jumper or something.
You think?
Possibly.
I do think he might have actually been eating the famous Ramsau Christmas biscuits.
The Christmas biscuits. Go on, do tell.
Well, on the stair next to him, on the chair next to him, there is a plate of biscuits from a local bakery, and yeah, they're quite good. I couldn't eat them because if I start eating Christmas biscuits, then I can't really stop. And yeah, we all know how that ends, don't we?
Yeah. The stollen in the cupboard is the little mini stollens ruin us.
Yeah.
Not these athletes. The thing is, they need to fuel up, don't they? That's what they'll be telling you.
A few biscuits will not hurt these athletes.
Will not hurt. No, we are waiting for the last few. We have another short delay here.
It's very rare to see green trees around Ramsau, because on this side of the valley, the sun never really comes. Actually, but this does just show that there has not been any fresh snow here in Austria, in Ramsau, for the last few days. It has been a bit raining. And, yeah.
I think he's asking somebody else to come and take them away and eat them.
Yeah, I think he did actually. I did think he did.
He'll have another one. I bet he'll have if they're still there, he'll have another one. You know, he's our current leader. It's Thomas Rettenegger. His brother still to come though. He could have a little wry smile and spoil his brother's fun. Whereas, that's a good position, isn't it? No one's going to know you're up there. Lob a few snowballs down. The only problem is they're a bit icy. This one doesn't need any hats, Christmas hat or otherwise.
Well, not like my Christmas hat. I don't think anyone's got a Christmas hat like me.
He is definitely just not that interested in ski jumping. He's still delayed. We've still only got a few to go. Will it be him or will it be somebody else? I'm not entirely sure why we are waiting here, but we are.
Did just hear in the background saying it is from the timing, so it is the technology which we are just waiting on, so they can just figure that out.
It's very rare that it does go down, and then the pressure's on, isn't it, to make sure you've got it right, because we do need to get that right.
It is, and I can imagine we will have a trial jumper before we do see Scotland, which is the next athlete, I do believe.
Yeah,
so they can test just to make sure everything is still correct.
Well, I've got the on our timing screens. I've got the dreaded network error. Please check your connection. Oh, we're back. We are back. Good. Well, that was a nice little delay. Had a little look at the atmosphere around this place, because it's not just, I mean, unless you're the athletes, of course, there's so much else to do. Lots of lovely food, biscuits included.
Biscuits, yeah. Just going to say that.
Alexander Skoglund. It's not easy for these athletes. They have to wait, they have to hold on, but he is ready. One of those a little stronger on the thinner skis, but can he pull out something special here? A little short of where he needs to be. I'm not entirely sure. We've lost our timing again. 81.5 metres.
81.5 there. Yeah, this is another thing. It's very easy to wait on the top of the hill when you can't jump like you would do. But like you did just mention, Richard, he is stronger on the cross-country skis, on the thinner skis. But a very stable jump on the ski jump today. He'll go away, figure out how he can get a few metres out of it, and then concentrate on tomorrow.
Well, into 12th. Not a disaster. What can Andreas Skoglund do here? Another one who prefers the thinner skis. And another one is a little short of where he wants to be. 81.5. And he's short of that, 78. So a shorter jump from the two Skoglunds.
A bit of a trouble on that takeoff, bit of a wobble, adjustments with his arms and his shoulder. Yeah, his coach, he knows that that was not the jump he is capable of doing. We know he can do better, but tomorrow's the next day, and maybe we'll get a smile from him then.
Into 23rd he goes amongst the also-rans. Now here's a man who had a wonderful cross-country. If it was just the helmet design, I know that Manny would give him first prize. He's got a bit of work to do here. It's less strong on the ski jumping side of Nordic Combined. And again, short and a little wobble as he lands. Not going to bother the top three for sure. But the Italians are here and enjoying it.
Italians are here and they're definitely enjoying it, but Costner just having a bit of a trouble on that takeoff, big adjustments in the air and not finding his flight position like we would like to see, and a wobble at the end, judges marking him down, did not like that 14.5 through the bank, but we do still have Costa in 9th place, so we'll see where he ends up.
Certainly improving, that's for sure. The next athlete is also improving. Our man who won last year was injured, has come back. His cross country is good. His ski jumping, we'll see. I think he's still a little undercooked ski jumping wise, to be honest with you. He wasn't setting the world on fire in the PCR. 81.5 meters.
He is very aggressively jumping out off this takeoff. I do wonder maybe if he's not getting the whole pressure off his, well, feet, I should say, where he has had the injuries like he would want to. But it's great to see him back, and fighting for the podium position. Oh, coach is not happy, is he?
Well, it was ligaments. It is difficult. Into 11th place he goes. So far, so average for our World Cup leader. Ilkka Hirala is the Finn with the best chance from his nation to do something spectacular here. He is a good ski jumper, we know that, and he's done enough cross-country wise. And again, short of that green line. No, he doesn't like it. He knows, I think in his heart, that it's 87.5.
He knows it wasn't quite enough, was it? And he has got his own technique. The skis crossing at the top. Not what we were wanting to see. We would like to see the skis nicely underneath him. Finding it a bit hard. Maybe tomorrow, yeah, shake of that head. Not quite sure. What went wrong there? Is he?
Well, I wonder what little brother's going to do, eh, Thomas? Here's Stefan. Every chance here to get a win. Is that going to be enough? I don't think so. He doesn't think so.
He's not sure, is he? But my word, the crowd got loud, didn't they? They were so loud. Probably the loudest crowd we've had so far in this World Cup season of the Nordic Combined. Good takeoff, good positioning straight away into that flight position. We are going from gate 18, not 19. But all in all, a very good and clean jump.
Yeah, that's okay, but I think I'm safe. He is. Rettenegger 1 and 2. How about that? Austria 1 and 2.
The Retteneggers are going to be on the podium.
Last one to go. Jens Luris Oftebro. Oh, that's not a bad jump either. He thinks he's got it. I think he's probably right. 86 metres, surely not enough.
Wow, will this be enough? Could it be an Austria 1, 2, 3? My word. Very good clean jump from Oftebro there. Finding it a bit tricky on that takeoff. Slight problem there. Just a bit late. 1.5 meters. That would have costed him those 5 meters he would have needed. But my word, I might have to take my hat off in a minute, Richard. I am getting a bit hot. It's so exciting.
Well, let's see. He's the last one. He I think knew as soon as he saw the distance on there. And Austria at home, we know that they dominate. The last 6 men's World Cup events here were won by Austrian. Oh, Oftebro gets in on the podium. That's an excellent result from him, but it does mean that there is an Austrian who wins it, and it is Thomas Rettenegger. Stefan also on the podium. What a moment for the family.
What about that? I mean, imagine saying that. Hey, mum and dad, both of your sons are on the podium at a World Cup at home in Ramsau. I mean, what about that?
Oh, Stefan, 12 now, podium finishes, not a victory. And his brother, well, same could be said about him until the 6th of December. He won early in the month, and he's won here. And he will be in the mix for that yellow bib at the end of the season, I am sure. Rettenegger from Oftebro, and then Stefan Rettenegger. Lampard just missing out on making it an all-Austrian podium, but they have dominated the men here. It's been a wonderful result for them.
It really has. I think the Austrians will be very, very happy. And the Italian there, Costa in 12th position. I mean, we're not favoriting any nations there, but it's great to see the Italians under the top 20 in the Nordic Combined World Cup.
Oh, we like the underdog. We like everybody, but we always like the underdogs to do well. Of course we do. And this is those who perhaps will go into tomorrow thinking, should have done better. We'll do better. Don't worry. It's the Gunderson tomorrow. I've got it all under control. We will see. Because we are back very bright and early tomorrow. But the celebrations here in Ramsau in Austria, the Austrians and the Retteneggers in particular have, well, they've all got their scarf, is it scarf? Yeah, the Rettenegger scarves on.
Yeah, the whole Rettenegger fan club.
It's Stefan, who couldn't quite outdo his brother and couldn't outdo Jens Lewis Oftebro either. But what a good jump that was. He's piling up the podiums and that victory will come. As for Oftebro, looking for his 8th victory. Didn't quite happen. He's having a bit of a modest season by his standards, but perhaps that will just kick-start the season. And Thomas Rettenegger, well, his brother a couple of seasons ago, so keep an eye out for him. He's going to be a superstar, and he's just starting to fulfill that promise that he's always shown. It's a wonderful jump. It was 96 metres.
It's just great to see. Great to see all of these athletes coming through. New names on the top of the podium and on the podium. Oh, it's great, isn't it? A great first day here in Ramsau.
He will be happy. Friends,
he will
family,
be relieved, won't he?
Partners, all smiles. I do like the scarves. I want one of those. Might have to go out searching. But he'll put that bib back on, and well, he'll want the yellow bib. It might take a few more events before that happens. And of course, he'd love to go and have a good old knees up and celebrate with the family tonight. But we are back very bright and early tomorrow morning. Hope you can join us for that. That's the man. That's the man today. No wonder they're smiling. And
the Rettenegger brothers are missing.
well, they're still celebrating. If you could just hurry up, if you could just shuffle along.
Come on, Retties.
And there we go. There is confirmation of those who have made it. The two Rettenegger brothers next to each other. Off the row, just basically spoiling the Austrian party because it was very nearly an all-Austrian podium. These are the three have done so well. Another podium to the collection for Stefan Rettenegger. That'll help him in his quest to climb up the World Cup's standings. Excellent from him, from Oftebro. First podium of the season. Well, there he goes. You wait for a victory and then two come along in quick order. He won last time out in Trondheim. He's won here. And the Rettenegger brothers are coming for you.
Right, if you would have done some betting today, Richard, on both Retteneggers, that would have been a good result, wouldn't it?
I don't wonder what odds you'd have got. Anyway.
No wonder.
Yeah. Flower ceremony is coming up at the top of the hour. Let's have a little look at the World Cup standings. It is Lampeter, Schmidt, Thomas Rettenegger, Rell still there or thereabouts. Tannheimer, not a great day today. Ilke Herrela, well, he's always there, isn't he? But there are some a little bit further down who will be hoping to get into the top 10 if nothing else. Rijdek being one of them. Jens Lewis Oftebro certainly is able to get further up the rankings. And Vincent Geiger down in the 20s. Where's it, 27th? Anyway, it'll come. Once the injury heals up, he'll be going up those standings, I am sure. Zhao Xiaoen, not here today, but is in those World Cup rankings. Well, that is it for today, apart from the flower ceremony that is coming up at the top of the hour. But I have to say to Manny, who can't be here tomorrow, Happy Christmas, Manny. We will see you in the new year. You can come
See
without
you
the
in
hat.
the year. Yeah. No, I might still have the hat on. I mean, we all keep the Christmas tree, don't we, for a bit after the New Year, so maybe I'll still have my Christmas hat on, just for you, Richard.
Tom, what a fantastic day for you here. Home World Cup, another mass start, another victory for you. Looks like this is really your format, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just beautiful to take the second win here. And yeah, I think I like mass start too.
Your family's here, your girlfriend is here. What does it mean to you to have the success right in front of them?
Yeah, a lot. My girlfriend was kind of mad that I won and she wasn't there. So yeah, I had to do it again. And yeah, just super proud and happy to have them here when I take my second win.
Enjoy this moment. Congrats.
Thanks.
Oh, man, you don't want to upset
There you
your
go.
girlfriend, do you? You
Merry
really don't want to do
Christmas.
that.
Here's my Christmas present for you. Another one.
Another win, and here's my winner's check. You can have that as well.
Yeah.
No, perhaps not that last bit anyway. So there we go. Well done to him, and well done to Austria. Will they do the same again tomorrow? It's Gundersen. We got an early start for the ski jumping. The prize giving ceremony is a little later on here in Ramsau. That is coming up. We will bring you that once it is ready, but for now we will take a pause and just savour what has gone before. Well, they're a bit earlier than we thought, which is always good to get the celebrations underway. And it is the flower ceremony, the celebrations for the women's competition. Another win for Ida Marie Hagen. That is 2 out of 3. Wrapped up warm, but she was absolutely red hot, both jumping and on the cross country. What a good season the youngster has had. Her first podium of the season after 2 5th place starts in the opening weekend. And how about this for a breakthrough from Brabeck? A second podium, 4th the other result. The American is in sparkling form. The youngster was jumping well even in the PCR. Wants a title back, doesn't she? For sure. Another win.
She definitely does. So you wanted one of the Rettenegger scarves, and I wouldn't fancy some of her ear warmers.
They are quite good, aren't they?
Yeah, they look quite cool, don't they?
There's no point being covetous. Perhaps for Christmas, you never know. But they're getting an early present here. Of course, got another day tomorrow. But the Finn doing so well. Mina Koronen, just 18 years of age. 2 World Cup podiums now. Second place to Alexa Brabeck. What a result that was for her. The American team on a high. Another youngster.
President of the Austria Ski Federation. Oh, it's good to see the faces, isn't it?
Absolutely, and some very festive earrings, I have to say. Everyone's got into the spirit. We've seen some great hats around here as well. You were telling me, though, it's Christmas Eve where the presents are exchanged. An early present for our leader in the World Cup early in the season, I know. But Ida Marie Hagen looking very, very strong indeed. Those are the 3 who have made it onto the podium. Marta Lund in 3rd, Alexa Brabeck of America in 2nd, and Norway's Ida Marie Hagen wins once again. Who can come close to her? I like the expression for the announcer. Your top queen. There she is, Ida Marie Hagen. 2 wins and a 2nd place sees her top of the World Cup rankings. She can get those ear defenders back on again for the pictures and for her to speak to the stadium announcer. But a wonderful win, and she's looking in ominous form, Manny.
Thank you. Zuerst einmal auf dem Podium auch für mich. Okay, Ida, your first World Cup victory 2 years ago here in Ramsau. What happened is history between now, last year 2 victories, today also you topped the table. It's a little bit of a love story, Ida Hagen and Ramsau.
Yeah, I really love this place, and I think Mina does the same because she's also been with me on the podium last years. So no, I really like Ramsau. I think it's a cool hill and also a really cool track, and also all these amazing people being here to share means a lot.
It's a really cool track, you said, but it's one of the hardest, one of the toughest in World Cup for you as one of the best skiers out there. Really cool. A really fast race from you today. Was it necessary to keep full gas, to push all out at skiing today?
Yeah, it was. I know that these girls are jumping really good, so I have to really do my best to be able to win today. So I'm really happy with the day, and it was a tough day in the course, but I think I wasn't the only one that was tired hard in the end.
Okay, thank you. I'll leave it for that. Nochmal der Applaus für die Top 3. Ida Hagen, Alexa Brayback und Minja Kornin. Und wir übersetzen vielleicht noch ganz kurz. Also ja, es ist eine Liebesgeschichte zwischen ihr.
Nice to hear from her. She does love this place, doesn't she? 19th World Cup win for Ida Marie Hagen. That's a 32nd podium finish in the last 35 World Cup events.
She almost looked at him and said, "Oh, it's a bit of a stupid question, isn't it? Of course I had to ski fast till the end."
Always does, and will do tomorrow, I am sure. That's the women's podium presentation. Don't go anywhere, because the men's is coming up in just a moment's time. It's a wonderful vista, but all eyes are on the podium, and that'll be a wonderful vista for the Rettenegger family, as we have both Thomas and Stefan picking up a big bottle of champagne, with Jens Luris Oftebro just making sure it's not an Austrian all Austrian podium. Johannes Lampert in 4th place. Still waiting for his first victory. That's now 5 second places, 7 third places, but he seems happy enough to be on the podium in front of his home fans. And well done to the Norwegian, who skied excellently and just did enough to get onto the podium and split the Rettenegger brothers. Second victory of the month for him, his only 2 victories, and Clan Rettenegger, well, you don't need me to tell you how they feel. That's 7 out of the last 7 events in the World Cup won by Austrian athletes. They are on a roll at the moment.
Oh, aren't they just? They really are. And it's also, it's not just a one-off competition, is it? It is really consistent. It is consistent. Every single competition. But hey, season's young. It's Olympic season. So anything is possible, isn't it?
It absolutely is. Austria top ahead of Germany. Norway down in 3rd place in the Nations Cup standings. It's Einar who is higher in the World Cup rankings, but Jens takes his first podium of the season. He was 5th in Ruka, first event of the season, but that's certainly a wonderful upgrade. And how about this? First place, that trophy is going to take pride of place, I'm sure. Thomas Rettenegger, 2 victories in a month. He really is looking good, and I wonder if he can repeat the dose tomorrow in the Gundersen. Hasn't stopped smiling since he got into that winner's enclosure, sort of munching on those biscuits.
I was just going to say, no munching on the biscuits on the podium. Just big smiles.
Those are our 3 who have made it to the podium. Stefan Rettenegger in 3rd, Jens Lewis off de Bro of Norway 2nd, and Thomas Rettenegger takes the victory in front of his friends, family and countrymen. A 5th Austrian athlete to have won a World Cup here in Ramsau, alongside Felix Gottwald, Christoph Beiler, Mario Stecker and Johannes Lamperter. That's quite some roll call. Let's listen in. Now, this might be in German, but we'll listen in anyway.
Also Rom, 2. Weltcup-Sieg, gell? Als allererstes, damit ich mir mal was vorstellen kann, wie springt man so gut?
Wow. Das ist das Schöne am Skispringen, man weiß es oft selber nicht. Nein, das ist auch recht.
Stefan, just asking Thomas, how do you jump so well? You have to tell me how that's done.
Ja, das Rennen dafür umso härter, wie ist der Tag gegangen. Es war schon
Basically, little brother doing a big brother interview and just asking how hard was that cross-country race? And Thomas did just say, well, I really don't think we had to go that hard today. Didn't really fancy it, but everybody kind of said we have to go hard, so kind of had to go with them.
Ich weiß ehrlich gesagt. Du hast schon gesagt, Skispringen versteht man nicht und mir geht das genau gleich. Also vielleicht habe ich dir ein bisschen mehr zugeschaut wie sonst und dann habe ich auch was noch angekriegt. Ich weiß es auch nicht. Aber ja, nein, nochmal riesen Gratulation, hast irrsinnig gut gemacht.
Congratulations, ski jumping is ski jumping, anything can happen, can't it? And it's great to do it at home and yeah, we can enjoy some biscuits together.
Well, there's one of us in the commentary box who can speak German, and you probably worked out it's not me, but a lovely touch. I think that's lovely. The 2 Retteneggers.
Yeah, isn't that? Little brother interviewing big brother. How do you do that? How did you do that?
Well, that is wonderful. Manny, have a lovely Christmas. You're not here tomorrow, but I will be bright and early. We will see you then for the men and women's Gundersen competition. Until then, bye-bye.
Merry Christmas, everyone.